Alright everyone, welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. This is the start of the series, How to Buildcraft. So, as you can see, I'm in the tower. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Wanted to keep this video fairly quick and just go over what I'm thinking here. So, I'm thinking I want to go with something like Twilight, Rally, Catapult for me. I'm thinking Shiver Strike, and I'm thinking Suppressor Grenades, right? I feel like these are gonna... I feel like those are gonna come in handy next to each other for some weird reason. I wanted to go with Unbreakable and Diamond Lance as well. For right now, let's just go ahead and get rid of pretty much all the ones that I was running in general. And let's see what we can come up with here. So the goal of this is to just kind of read what everything does and think in your mind how they can come together and work together without having to use your abilities to stretch so far, right? And like stuff like this, right? That sounds really good, right? While you have an Arc Solar Void buff, ability Final Blows, great bonus, Darkness Transcendence. But how are you gonna buff yourself with these abilities we have right here, right? It's just not gonna work. Strainer debuffs grant bonus light energy. Okay, well, we are gonna have stasis, but we're not gonna have strand. But we are gonna have stasis debuff, so we can definitely throw that on, right? And then, nah, that doesn't really sound very good. While transcendent, your ability final blows explode. I don't think I'm gonna want that on, guys, to be honest with you. If you need the stat points, maybe. But I feel like that's just one we should come back to. Because your ability final blows explode. During Transcendent, this is realistically going to be our only ability. Our grenade, yeah, sure, but I don't know if that's going to be useful. During our overall end of the build, when we're testing everything and we're tweaking everything, we might slot this in just to check, but realistically, I don't think it'll come in very handy. Elemental Pickup, destroying a tingle, grants transcendence energy of the same type. I don't really think we're gonna need that. When you have an elemental buff, your class will generate more quickly. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna realistically have a reason to grab that. Arc, Solar, and Void abilities will increase damage to targets afflicted with darkness debuffs. Okay. Well, we are going to have Diamond Lances and our melees, which is going to mean that we are going to be able to affect with darkness debuffs. So we can throw that on, right, for our Suppressor Grenade. We can throw Balance on for melees and grenade, I feel like. Light damage and darkness damage. Actually, I don't think we will. We'll come back to that one. But this is what I'm talking about, having to basically read everything and see how it's going to work together in your mind before just slotting things in. You want to make sure you have a nice synergy between everything before you can just put stuff in and hope for the best. Let's see. Volatile to your void weapons. Targets with powered melee, unraveling rounds to your strand weapons. I don't know, guys. I don't know if that's worth it or not. I don't think that's worth it, just for the suppressor grenade. Rapidly defeating targets with light or darkness damage or super final blow generates an elemental pickup of the matching elemental type. Okay. Okay. That's definitely something. And then freezing or suppressing a target reloads your equipped weapons and increases weapon stability, aim assist, and or airborne effectiveness. Okay. Well, that's a good sign. Stasis shard or avoid breach. Okay. I think we put that one on. Because we're freezing and suppressing just with our basic abilities. Right here too. And right here. Okay. Facet of Dawn. Powered melee hits against targets. Makes you radiant. We'll come back to that one. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. Listen, extra DR never hurt anybody. Okay. Melee final blows start health regen, while transcendent melee final blows start health generation for you and nearby allies. We'll keep that one in mind. And picking up an orb of power grants either bolt charge, resto, frost armor, woven mail, or overshield based on the damage type of your equipped super. Well, I'm thinking about running void for this specific build. So that means we would get a void overshield every time we pick up an orb. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Grenade final blows cure you. Transcendence grenade final blows increase the strength of the effect. Well, since we're running suppressor grenades, I don't think that'll be the best thing that's ever existed in the world. Let's move on. Finishes create a detonation that either jolts, scorches, slows, severs, or makes targets volatile based on the damage type of your quick super. I don't know about that one. Don't know about it. Rapid precision hits emits a severing blast from the target, while transcendence, a severing blast is bigger. Rapid precision hits. Just remember that, like, another tip for this as well is when you are build crafting, you got to think of the situations you're going to be in. And also remember, yes, precision hits are easy to get. No one's arguing that. But is the sever going to be worth aiming to get all the precision hits? I think it takes 3 precision hits to release the sever, right? Is it more worth it to focus for a precision hit rather than an ability kill? Or just sliding into him with a shotgun or a fusion rifle, right? Is it worth it if you're, let's say you're playing with some teammates, right? Is it worth it that they could get that kill instead? These are things you gotta look at to make sure you're not just focusing on, oh, that seems like it's good, I should put it on. Well, that could be taking slots away from something else that's better than this, just because, yes, it severs, that looks good, right? Just another little tidbit of just something to think about while you're build crafting, right? Shatter Stasis Crystal, Frozen Target, increase the area effect of solar ignitions. Well, we do have Freeze and we have Shatter, so we'll throw that on for the Diamond Lances for sure. Then your Void Grenades weaken targets and your Arc Grenades jolt targets. So we could suppress them and weaken them at the same time. That could be pretty fun, I think. I think this is going to be our starting lineup for fragments right here, guys. So defeating targets affected with stasis or strand debuffs grant bonus light energy. So we're going to be freezing them. I like that. And slowing them. I like it. Arc, solar, and void abilities do increase damage targets affected with darkness debuffs. So every time we throw a diamond lance or anything like that, and we just simply either throw a grenade or use like our unbreakable front shield, it'll do increased damage, right? And then freezing or suppressing a target reloads your equipped weapons. Well, we're going to be freezing and suppressing a lot, and I feel like that'll come in really handy, right? And it's going to be creating void breaches and stasis shards, which is going to be pretty nice. We have our DR, because we're going to be up in the shit. Maybe. And increase the size of the shatter, or stasis crystal explosions, right? Diamond lances, they freeze, right? And then we have our passive dominance. Wood grenades weaken. Well, this is also going to suppress, and it's going to weaken. So I think it's going to come in pretty handy. And we're also going to be running Twilight Arsenal. So I think we're in good shape. Here. I'm gonna leave it right here. This is gonna be the end of this first video. This is just for the subclass, right? Going over parts of the subclass. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations before the next video, leave a comment and I'll be sure to get back to you and we'll go over it. Remember to like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.